This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for July 10, 2025. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was up 2.25 points or 0.56% and closed at 405.83. Total trade volume was up with 81,598 shares changing hands at a total value of 361 million real or over $90,000. On the main board, 4 stocks were up. Leading the market was CAM GSM, which rose 0.83% or 20 real to 2,440 real per share, followed by Grand Twins International, which was up 0.66% or 40 real to 6,100 real per share. Other stocks up were Clada Bank and MJQ Education. On the other hand, 2 stocks were down. The biggest loser of the day was Pestech Cambodia, which dropped 0.38% or 10 real to 2,640 real per share, followed by Phnom Penh Autonomous Port, which was down 0.15% or 20 real to 13,360 real per share. Meanwhile, Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority, Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ, and Sihanoukville Autonomous Port remained flat. Over on the growth board, both stocks were down. DBD Engineering dropped 0.49% or 10 real to 2,030 real per share, while JS Land was down 0.36% or 10 real to 2,770 real per share. MJQ Education once again recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 35,112 shares changing hands at a total value of 69.2 million real or over $17,000, approximately 43% of Thursday's total trade volume. Clada Bank also again recorded the second highest trade volume of the day with 21,813 shares changing hands at a total value of 150.4 million real or over $37,000, about 27% of July 10th's trade volume. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD strengthened slightly to 4,011 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was down to 97.42. Looking at global commodities, oil prices declined moderately on Thursday as investors weighed the potential impact of U.S. President Donald Trump's tariffs on global economic growth. Brent crude futures were down 23 cents or 0.3% at $69.96 a barrel. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude fell 32 cents or 0.5% to $68.06 a barrel. Gold prices rose, supported by a pullback in the dollar and the prospect of U.S. interest rate cuts later in the year, while investors awaited more details on Trump's trade policy. Spot gold was up 0.5% to $3,328.23 per ounce. U.S. gold futures gained 0.5% to $3,336.90. U.S. stock index futures eased on Thursday, a day after markets were supported by NVIDIA's fleeting $4 trillion milestone, while investors shifted their focus to upcoming economic data and pivotal trade talks. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing, Dow futures were down 107 points or 0.24%, S&P 500 futures were down 11.75 points or 0.19%, and Nasdaq 100 futures were down 38 points or 0.16%. This was Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for July 10th.